as a former tech guy, what really concerns me is at least some reports, and we've got to get to the bottom of this, that there were upwards of 1,000 paid internet trolls working out of a facility in Russia.
There's already an official US allegation of state-sponsored Russian hacking and of dumping sensitive data to influence the US presidential vote.
In effect, taking over a series of computers, which are then called a botnet. They can then generate news down to specific areas. It's been reported to me.
But there are also concerns the Kremlin is using the internet to manipulate political opinion. In Russia, according to one former Russian internet troll, and in the United States too.
We've got to find this out, whether they were able to, in effect, specific areas in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, where you would not have been receiving off of your whoever your vendor might have been, Trump versus Clinton during the waning days of the election, but instead Clinton is sick or Clinton is taking money from some source. Fake news. We've also seen as well the fact that if you look, just for example, if you Googled election hacking during the period leading up to the election and immediate afterwards, you wouldn't get Fox or ABC or New York Times. Or what you get is 4 out of the first 5 news stories that popped up were Russian propaganda. RT News, Sputnik, others. And
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails.
The US elections are the key issue for the Kremlin, and of course Russia has invested a lot of effort into them. That's why the troll factories are working, I have no doubt.
It was during the Russian-backed rebellion in Ukraine in 2014 that evidence first emerged of pro-Kremlin troll factories filled with bloggers like Lyudmila Savchuk, paid to spread false information online about the conflict. They were even caught on camera. In this office building in St. Petersburg, an army of trolls, secretly filmed by a former employee, spent 12 hours a day, according to Savchuk, praising the Kremlin and berating its enemies in blogs and internet chat rooms.
It's so sophisticated and adapted for the tastes of internet users that it's almost impossible to recognize. But this is paid propaganda to brainwash and to make people believe all the lies spread by the Kremlin.
It all fits with what US officials say is a much broader Russian effort to sway the presidential vote. Russian state media is overtly pro-Trump in its coverage. Washington says there's mounting evidence that Russia is supplying WikiLeaks with hacked emails from the Clinton campaign. The Russian president has dismissed such allegations as election hysteria.
We have never in the history of our country been in a situation where an adversary, a foreign power, is working so hard to influence the outcome of the election.
Or to harness the power of the internet, not to promote democracy, but to try and undermine it. Matthew Chance, CNN Moscow.